Welcome back, future lawyers, and hello everyone. In this video, let us answer this question. Which measure of judicial scrutiny is used to determine the validity or invalidity of restraints on freedom of expression in Philippine jurisdiction? Let's get started. Generally, restraints on freedom of speech and expression are evaluated by either or a combination of these three tests. The first is the dangerous tendency doctrine, which permits limitations on speech once a rational connection has been established between the speech restraint and the danger contemplated. Second is the balancing of interests test. This is used as a standard when courts need to balance conflicting social values and individual interests and requires a conscious and detailed consideration of the interplay of interests observable in a given situation or type of situation. And the third is the clear and present danger rule, which rests on the premise that speech may be restrained because there is a substantial danger that the speech will likely lead to an evil the government has the right to prevent. This rule requires that the evil consequences sought to be prevented must be substantive, extremely serious, and the degree of imminence is extremely high. These tests are held in the case of Chavez versus Gonzalez, February 15, 2008. To answer our question, as held in the case of Chavez versus Gonzalez, earlier cited, the Supreme Court stated, as articulated in our jurisprudence, we have applied either the dangerous tendency doctrine or the clear and present danger test to resolve free speech challenges. More recently, we have concluded that we have generally adhered to the clear and present danger tests. The court in Gonzalez versus Comelec held, at the very least, free speech and free press may be identified with the liberty to discuss publicly and truthfully any matter of public interest without censorship and punishment. There is to be no previous restraint on the communication of views or subsequent liability, whether in libel suits, prosecution for sedition, or action for damages or contempt proceedings, unless there be a clear and present danger of substantive evil that the Congress has the right to prevent. In Cabansag versus Fernandez, the Supreme Court held, the clear and present danger test means that the evil consequence of the comment or utterance must be extremely serious and the degree of imminence extremely high before the utterance can be punished. The danger to be guarded against is the substantive evil sought to be prevented, and this evil is primarily the disorderly and unfair administration of justice. This test establishes a definite rule in constitutional law. It provides the criterion as to what words may be published. Under this rule, the advocacy of ideas cannot constitutionally be abridged unless there is a clear and present danger that such advocacy will harm the administration of justice. A governmental action that restricts freedom of speech or of the press based on content is given the strictest scrutiny in light of its inherent and invasive impact. Only when the challenged act has overcome the clear and present danger rule will it pass constitutional muster, with the government having the burden of overcoming the presumed unconstitutionality.